Ladies and gentlemen, if you want your country to grow, you have to maintain good fiscal discipline. And ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't make sense for a political party to be making some unrealistic promises that's gonna go back to the days of fiscal indiscipline. When the People's National Party come in and making some unrealistic promises, ladies and gentlemen, they're gonna make you feel good. They're gonna make you jump and say, yay! Mr. Golden is for the country. Mr. Golden is for the people. It's gonna make you feel good. But when the reality kicks in, ladies and gentlemen, you are gonna realize that Mr. Golden and the People's National Party does not understand what it means to maintain fiscal discipline. When you spend money, ladies and gentlemen, and do not have any buffer, in other words, you don't have anything in the reserve to replace what you have spent, you're going to bankrupt the economy. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to put back the economy in the days of high debt, where we will have to return to the IMF. Now, ladies and gentlemen, after spending 10 years of maintaining good fiscal discipline, I cannot believe that the People's National Party want to reintroduce the years of fiscal indiscipline. The Jamaica Labour Party have shown them, ladies and gentlemen, that having good fiscal discipline grow the economy. It causes job to be introduced in the economy. It put the country in a position where you do not have one set of people becoming wealthy and the other set of people becoming poor. It balanced the equation. And ladies and gentlemen, I see where the People's National Party is trying to go back to those days. After the Jamaica Labour Party has spent 10 years of maintaining good fiscal discipline, the People's National Party want to reintroduce the years of fiscal indiscipline. And ladies and gentlemen, they are making some promises that just doesn't make any sense, because ladies and gentlemen, these promises will make you feel good and say, yeah, everything is gonna be all right under the People's National Party. But you see, when the reality kicks in, that's the time when you're gonna realize that the PNP doesn't understand anything about fiscal discipline. These were supposed to be people, ladies and gentlemen, who are business people, people who are educated, even have more degree than what I have, ladies and gentlemen. And they don't understand what fiscal discipline is. All they know how is to tell people what they want to hear. And when it comes to deliver on those promises, they cannot do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hear somebody have the audacity to be saying that I am a mad person and what a view, because I am speaking about what's happening there in Southwest Clarendon, where I'm originally from. Ladies and gentlemen, for years, I've never seen them voting for the Jamaica Labour Party. They have always been voting for the People's National Party. I've never seen them voted for the Jamaica Labour Party. And Southwest Clarendon have the worst political representation, I do believe, in the entire Clarendon. Southwest Clarendon have the worst political representation, because, ladies and gentlemen, the roads are not maintained. The constituency is not developed because they have a lot of resources there. They have the Farka Fishing Beach, which is a very nice beach, only needs to be developed. They have the Milk River Mineral Bath down there, ladies and gentlemen, that can bring tourism to Milk River. Ladies and gentlemen, they have the Milk River Safari where they can do rafting. That's not being developed. We have the Vernon Field Air Base. That's not being developed. We have lots of farmland, ladies and gentlemen, that can develop, that can provide food security for a lot of people down there in Clarendon. They also have Spring Plain. Who is developing Spring Plain? Who is developing Parnassus? The Prime Minister is developing Spring Plain. The Prime Minister is developing Parnassus, and and that's not even the Prime Minister's constituency. And they have the audacity to be saying that I'm mad. They are PNP MPs, ladies and gentlemen, that they have been voting in for over the years. Only on election day you see them. If you go to the constituency office, you don't even see them either. You only see them when they are looking votes. And when I talk about it, they have the audacity to be saying all sort of garbage. If you're going to vote for persons who will properly represent you. Vote for persons who will develop the constituency, ladies and gentlemen. Not for persons who want to take our tax dollar and line their pockets, and when they get their constituency development fund, they only develop the street on which they live. What about the rest of the constituency? What about the rest of the constituency? So I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, that to go back to the days of the PNP, they're going to undo every single thing that the Jamaica Labour Party has done, and they're going to bring us back to the days where we experience high debt, low growth or no growth, and fiscal indiscipline. Don't go for the party that makes unrealistic promises. Go for the party that make promises and keep promises. Then I hear them have the audacity to be asking why the Prime Minister can't reveal his statutory declaration. And I said the Prime Minister did reveal his statutory declaration. His statutory declaration, ladies and gentlemen, not being certified, have nothing at all to do with the Prime Minister. He doesn't control that because he can't certify it himself. It's the Integrity Commission that refused to certify it because they are influenced by the corrupt People's National Party. Because if you notice, they are not targeting any members of the People's National Party. They are targeting members of the Jamaica Labour Party because they want people to discredit them so that they can put back their friends, the People's National Party, back in power where the corruption can be reintroduced in Jamaica. They say that the Prime Minister is corrupt, yet they can't speak of one corruption that he's involved in or that his name has ever been called in. Because what? The People's National Party are using the media houses to spread lies and propaganda. And because they can't use one particular media house to spread their lies and propaganda, they have blacklisted them. They have blacklisted Nationwide News Network simply because they cannot manipulate them. But the other media houses who they can manipulate, who they can influence, they have not blacklisted them. Now, for a media house to be blacklisted by the People's National Party, it is clearly saying that the People's National Party have something to hide. So they want things that works for them, that works in their favor. And these are the people, ladies and gentlemen, that you want to put in government. Corrupt people. They are showing their side, that their side is corrupt. While the Jamaica Labour Party on the global scale have improved our ranking when it comes to corruption, the People's National Party want to take us back to the days when we've been listed internationally as being corrupt? Come on, people.